Hey guys, Matt here. This is my review of The Hobbit, The Battle of the Five Armies. This movie is directed by Peter Jackson, who by now has directed every single Hobbit and live-action Lord of the Rings movie. This movie stars Martin Freeman, Richard Armitage, and Ian McKellen. Even though the movie is called The Battle of the Five Armies, this movie is really about a battle on two fronts. One, outside of the mountain, the physical battle with different armies seeking claim to the riches of Erebor, but also inside the mountain, dealing with Thorin Oakenshield and his mental battle with dragon sickness, which is his obsession with all the wealth and power inside the mountain. When the trailer of this movie first came out, I was excited because I had seen two different trailers and not a single scene was similar. So I was expecting a whole lot of action, character development, and a more dramatic movie. And I liked bits and pieces of the first one. I liked the ending of the second one, so I was excited for this film. So I saw it. Was it everything I expected it would be? Yes, but it was also a whole lot more. We start off with the acting in this movie. The acting from everyone involved was really good because all the actors and actresses knew their roles and they knew their characters inside and out. Martin Freeman has now solidified himself in the movie industry as Bilbo Baggins because now every time I watch anything else he's in, I always see Bilbo. Richard Armitage also impressed me with this movie because previously I only saw him as this grumpy leader always barking orders, but in this movie we get to see two sides of him. A man that's struggling with a mental illness, but also the compassionate Thorin Oakenshield and leader of his people. My only issue with the film were the special effects. Now, not the special effects that made things look realistic and all the fights and battles and action scenes awesome. I mean the special effects that made everything brighter and more colorful. A lot of the characters kind of came off as Megan Fox in the Transformers movies, where they'd be in a battle or a struggle or they would just be in a war, yet they would sustain no cuts or wounds on their face or body. So that kind of took me out of the movie for a little bit, but that's the only problem I had. This movie had all the things I felt were lacking from the two previous Hobbit movies. This movie reminded me so much of Return of the King, and not in the sense that it's the third movie and the end of the adventure, but because it was memorable, quotable, dramatic, emotional. All of the storylines and loose ends and tensions and vendettas and conflicts that were started in the two previous films were wrapped up and resolved in this one. The love story, the issues between Bilbo and Thorin, the battle between Thorin and the Zog. Everything was wrapped up. So because of that, and because the end credits were very well done and almost had me choked up, I'm going to give The Hobbit, The Battle of the Five Armies, an A. Now that I finished one trilogy, I think I'm going to start rewatching Lord of the Rings because everything fits so well together. So until next time, guys, see ya.